guys,
Hey
it's
everybody.
Rival here.
Welcome everybody to another fabulous edition of Regulator Talk, live and in living color. This time we got Viv here. She's gonna be my tag team partner. Mixed gender, maybe, I don't know. Mixed gender, I think. I'm sorry to
Am I a boy and a girl now? Am I a trap?
no, I didn't say you were mixed gender. I said this was a mixed gender tag match,
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, but I wasn't assuming genders because I wouldn't want to offend you.
I am a female. I am the woman.
The
I
wham, and we're under attack. This
I am
podcast
I
is
am
under attack.
I am the good old woman. I came here on
We
my
have
own will.
dwindled our assets in this podcast so low that the women are gonna take over the podcast one day. Maybe.
Don't worry.
Maybe I'll let you and Valo and
Oh God,
Mia
I hate
and
Valo.
Flash's girlfriend and Osiris's girlfriend and my potential girlfriend all take over my podcast and see how that goes. I'm already letting my brother take over my channel with Fortnite videos, and I was like, "Hey, Bolton, do an intro for me," and it was the greatest thing in the world. Like, he was like, "What do I say?" I'm like, "Just be like, yo, I'm Bolton, Dom's brother, Dom's here. I got my friends here, and we're gonna play some Fortnite." It was just, I don't know. He did it. He was a little nervous on it, but I think he'll get into it.
I think
He'll
he'll grow
scream.
up to
He'll start
take in
screaming.
your footsteps.
Yeah, he'll grow up to take over my YouTube channel and make it 10 times more successful, probably. But
Ooh, self burn.
yeah, there actually was a location in Fallout 76 named after him somewhere. I don't know. It was when we were going near that supply drop.
It was Bolton something, and I'm like, hey,
Yeah, I
Bolton.
saw it, and I was like, what? I was like, all right, and that's where we found the supply drop.
And then you were talking about how Goof had to call Bolton Bolt, and he had to call you Dom because you guys were playing Fortnite.
Yeah, he was like, why you keep saying my name? It was like, wait, he was like, dang it. He's like, Dom, okay. And he's like, I think it's funny because I have many friend groups that call me different things. Some call me Tex, some call me VTech, some call me Dom, Dommy, Dominic, Bolt.
Dommy. Dolt.
Vice
Your new name
Commandant.
is Dolt.
But Adobe, just random nicknames.
Adobe Flash.
Adobe. But let's jump into it. So it's day 3 of the
PC
Fallout
beta.
76 PC beta. If you take all the hours together and accumulate them, so we had a 9-hour, a 4-hour, and another 4-hour, right? Actually, I'm gonna cheat a little bit because I know 2 of them started 30 minutes early. That means a total of 18 hours, even though you weren't there for the first beta.
Yeah, I sadly wasn't because somehow, for some reason, a lot of people's Fallout 76
Oh.
uninstalled, and we couldn't play the beta. Thanks, Bethesda.
I know
I'm
Flash.
so salty about that.
I know Flash had to do that too. Wasn't happy about that.
Oh,
I still don't think I've played with him yet. Actually, now that I think about it, I
don't think any of us have. I went off on so many people that night because, I was having a bad day. I got into a fight in a Kmart the next day, and I was still angry from the Fallout 76 thing, and it's like, I really need to take out my anger on Kmart because I was so mad about missing that Fallout beta.
You want to elaborate on that Kmart fight there?
All right, so we're diving off from the Fallout 76 topic.
Yeah, for a little bit.
Now this is a story. So
yeah.
my brother, my brother, and my brother, my mother, and I.
All right. Yeah.
We were in Kmart. We were in line, and see now, no one goes to Kmart. It's fucking Kmart. Who the hell goes to
Kmart? Really barely exists anymore, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's Kmart. No one likes Kmart. Kmart Kmart in my town. Yes, there's still.
We had a Little Caesars attached to ours, so I mean that was a plus.
We have nothing in ours. It's so bad.
It's just there.
Yeah. The Kmart in our town, it's going out of business, and this was on Halloween. We were in there, and we were just kind of around, gonna buy a bunch of shit, because literally everything was, like, so cheap, because going out of business, and they always have sales to get rid of everything. We were in line, getting ready to buy our stuff and everything. And because it's Kmart, they had only 2 checkout lanes open, and the customer service desk you weren't allowed to go to. Anyways, we were in line, and the checkout lady called us up to check out. So we raced over there, and we were with our cart, and we're like, yeah, we're gonna check out. And then these 2 New York housewives. Now, in a small little town in New York, it used to be a vacation. The housewives in this town are freaking ruthless. They are cold fucking bitches, alright? These 2 New York housewives were like, oh my god, that's so rude, blah, 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 blah. We've been waiting in line for hours. And so it's like, and my brother and I start laughing, and they're like, it's not really that funny. And I'm like, yeah, it actually kind of is. And then my mom's like, Vivian, don't dare. So I had to shut my mouth.
I thought you fought a cashier, though. Like, you didn't tell me about the Real Housewives of Orange County or whatever they're called.
Well, okay. I didn't tell you the full story. I told you, like, some of it. Anyways. So, these 2 ladies start raising. The other one stays at her cart, stays put. Then this real big lady walks up to her. She looks at me and she's like, you're so classless, blah, 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 blah. You're in here cutting lines just to get satisfaction. I've been here for so long, and you could just wait your damn turn. My mom goes, who are you talking to? And the lady turns to my mom. And the lady goes, you. And my mom goes, oh, well, I can't hear you because I'm ignoring you. The lady loses her shit. She's waving around her arm, yelling and screaming. She's like, I'm not leaving until I get to check out. I've been waiting here for God knows how long, blah, blah, blah. Let me check out. And
I'm so confused to why there's even a line at Kmart in the first place. Like, or why the Real Housewives of Duplin County are showing up there. Like, shouldn't they be at, like, at least Walmart, maybe not Kmart, but Walmart. And now, now you're in a line. Like, what?
And, okay, so, the only Walmart that's even, like, somewhat close to us is...
Is what?
The only Walmart that is close to where, like, my town is 30 minutes away in a different town.
Alright.
Because we live in Mahopac, and they live in... The Walmart's over in Court.
Yeah.
Like, 30 minutes away. Or, well, it's more like 15 minutes, but there's traffic. Anyways, that's off top. So, the cashier is like, I'm not checking you out. I'm checking out whoever was first in line. And that lady wasn't first in line. She's like, no, I want you to check me out. And then she's like, she turned into one of the, let me see the manager ladies.
Yeah.
Like,
the manager was fired. Or quit.
And so, this other guy, he was like a stalker. He had to call the manager up. And before the manager came, my mom's like, all right, you know what? I've had enough of this. So, those glass bottles of Crush? We were going to buy those. And she picks up the glass bottles of Crush. She drops it on the floor. And she just goes, whoop. And it shattered. So then me, my brother, my mother, and I run out of Kmart. Don't even buy our stuff. And my theory is that due to the bill and due to the glass, they had to shut down that line at Kmart. Which probably makes 2 houses. Anyway,
so you guys broke the glass, or they broke the glass?
We broke the glass.
Oh, edgy.
So that's pretty much what I took out my Fallout 76 rage, besides Orion, and beside literally anyone else that was in that beast.
There's like a wanted poster now at that Kmart for you, and it's like in the style of like, Red Dead Redemption. It's like wanted, dead or alive. And it just has like these 2 green-haired people next to like this mother that I can barely remember what she looks like, but like,
Yeah.
you got like two
Amen.
little like jokers. You got Joker and Jokette, right next to each other, and then your mom in the middle for some reason. And then it just says wanted for dropping glass of orange crush on the ground. Where do you even get glass bottles of orange crush? Like that's just.
It's like cream soda, basically. There's like glass bottles of crush. I don't freaking know.
It's
It's
funny
a
because you
thing.
make it sound like the business, like the place is going out of business, but then there's lines and they got like the fancy glass bottles, like they ain't got plastic
But
bottles, they got
I
the
mean,
fancy glass ones.
see, the reason it's going out of business is because they just finished building the new Stop and Shop, and
Yeah,
there's like the entire line of the rows of Stop and Shop.
isn't that the one
There's
from
gonna
Fallout? Or no, what's the one from
no,
Fallout?
that's no. What's the one from Fallout?
Oh man, not Bag and Mart,
No.
Handy
Wait.
Dandy Mart, Super Duper
Fallout.
Mart, Super Duper Mart.
Yes,
Yeah,
that. Yes, Mark.
I was gonna say you
Oh,
guys got
do you,
Super Duper Mart coming in.
yeah, definitely. Do you remember that one quest in
Oh
Fallout
my gosh, we don't
3?
have one in 76, do we? Or at least we don't know about it. We haven't seen
I
one
mean,
yet.
I don't
I
know.
hope we
Do
have
you think
one because it was in Fallout 3 and Fallout 4. They gotta have one. So I wanna. We gotta go adventuring just for Super Duper Mart. Think of all the
just for
food.
super
Think of all the food.
yo, we gotta get our little we gotta channel our get our shopping carts and get ready to go to the super.
Yeah. Have you maxed out your inventory yet on that game?
Uh, I think I have.
I
I
have
haven't.
maxed out my egg stash.
I have not maxed out my stash.
It
I am very.
is. It's a
I,
hassle
the
because
one thing
now
I
like I'm
really
carrying at least a minimum of 100 always because of like my weapons, and now I have to like balance junk and food. And it's hard.
One thing I'm really confused about is how the building system works because I know there's the camp and then I know there's certain workshops you can find,
Yeah,
but
so the workshops are things that you claim. We got to go there and clear it out, and then you claim it, and then it'll like pop up on the map and it'll be like, "Homeboy owns this area," and then people can go there and like fight you. I mean, no one does that, but like it shows up on the map and it's like claimed by a person, and you can generate resources there. But like most of the resources are nothing special. Like it's sad to say, like steel, copper, silver, it's okay, but it's nothing like at least right now
yeah,
that's crazy. Like what you need right now are like screws, glue, other stuff like that. Like there's wood everywhere. There's steel you can scrap from all. Like the game is full of robots, so you never have to worry about stuff like that.
yeah.
You know.
But see, the one thing I'm confused about is how the transfer system works for the workshop with your inventory. Because one thing I've noticed
Yeah.
is that your stash doesn't transfer over to the workshops or to the building of anything, and it's like
It
I'm
does if you
always.
put the little like blue stash box down.
It does.
Yeah, so if you go to build mode on the workshop and then you put a
Mhm.
little blue stash down, it'll sync up to your stash.
All right, good, because that was really confusing for me, and it's like I haven't done that yet, obviously, because I haven't gotten the plan for like the loose stash box, or I just don't have enough materials for it. I don't know. I barely pay attention to building. I'm too busy
Yeah.
exploring and walking into the alligator's mouth. Or
That was kind of a
where it's,
letdown.
yeah, I
I
was hoping
thought,
it would be more
yeah,
fun.
I mean, it was just
I
a
mean,
bear trap, some spikes, and then like, I don't think it
a
was even
bit
a
of loot.
chest. It was just like maybe an ammo box. So I don't think it was like an actual, you know, the overseer chests are the big ones you want to find because they have crap in them.
Oh yeah,
I
and
definitely
then
want to see
supply.
the entire right side of the map.
I think that when it comes to supply drops, they need to be easier to track because you're like going.
Oh,
It's
you're
like
like
so
running a mile
difficult.
for them.
Yeah,
But like
and then
most of the time, I've had really good stuff. I've had better
oh,
stuff at other people's than my own, which is funny. Like I think in my own, the highest I got was that 10 millimeter like MP5 looking submachine gun.
didn't you get something really good from my stash?
I got a black powder pistol,
Ugh.
but it's so the black powder pistol is really good, does a lot of damage, but the conditioning of it is horrible. I've had to repair it twice, and I barely had it for like 2 hours, and it uses the most inefficient ammo, which is the little like 50 caliber uh,
Ugh.
steel balls, and then you gotta like, you know, it's
It's
a black powder weapon, so you gotta, you know,
it's
shoot
it's a
it, clean the
task,
barrel. It, it's it's inefficient. It's
especially
fun, but
at lower levels. It's really hard to find good weapons, so you're like constantly having to hoard higher level weapons that you can't. And it's also the way that you craft ammo is so confusing, and I need to
I
get back into
think
the whole thing of craft.
I think it's a
And
lot easier though than Fallout New Vegas, because Fallout New Vegas you needed like primers and gunpowder. Like here, I think it's just
I
gunpowder and like some like something else that's odd, but
I,
they are
I never
really easy to
paid
make.
attention. I never paid attention to any of the crafting mechanics. I just played through it. If I
Yeah,
needed something, I bought it or I used because I was too lazy to figure that out.
I
It was too freaking hard.
the one problem that this game has right now I notice is that so there was a vendor that was a robot, and he was selling acoustic instruments, which would have
Hmm.
been amazing to have at the camp for 750 caps. I had 500 caps, but the vendor didn't have any money, and there isn't like a like trading of like, all right, I'll buy this and that'll give you all this and that'll equate to it, plus I'll give you caps. It's just a straight like, I buy this, here's caps, you buy this off me, here's caps. So if the vendor doesn't have any extra money,
And what are you gonna
I
do?
can't sell more. It tells you, hey, this vendor has no money left, it's not going to accept it. I'm like, that was
I'm
really
hoping
annoying.
I'm hoping they'll fix that.
Yeah.
And I I I I love Fallout 7. I I was really skeptical going into it, and I knew it was going to be a terrible single player game.
Like
But
I
I
said,
knew
I
it was
think I
going to be.
probably paid like maybe 10 minutes of single player, if that, you know?
Oh God, I don't want to play single player. Like I'm fine being in a group and like
Yeah.
all like and going off to just do something real quick on my own. But I am not fine playing that entire game alone. And the lack of NPCs, it's a great game and they did a really good job on it. I'll say that. For a multiplayer Fallout game, I think it's really fun. But I think a lot of people need to get used to the fact that this is a multiplayer Fallout game, and
Yeah.
if you really want to get somewhere, you need to work together. Because, like, with example, when we were playing the beta earlier, Goof was like, "Where are you guys? What the hell are you doing? Why don't you tell me anything of what you're doing?" It's like, yeah, I can see that. And it's like, I think it takes a lot of adapting when it comes to the multiplayer aspect. Lack of NPCs kind of makes it a bit boring. Plus, I remember do you remember that one traveling trader we ran into over near the carnival?
Yeah, so we were at the racetrack that I claimed, and then a super mutant who was like a level 50 showed up, and he had like a Brahmin, he was selling stuff. Um
Isn't that technically an NPC?
that's Here's the really weird thing behind this. Like, yeah, but at the same time, like I think people want when they say NPC, they don't realize that what they really mean isn't like NPCs of like robots you talk to or super mutants. Like they want humans. Like
Yeah, and
I not necessarily just like Joe Schmo and his lore of like whatever. I think
how he
this
lost his
game
left toe.
this game needs raiders. Like
Yeah,
I think
you
that's
see
the
all
big
the
thing
raider
that's missing.
corpses.
You know,
You see all the raider corpses. Where are the
and
raiders?
there's like a
You see,
raider vendor, so like it's already established that there are
raiders are a thing,
raiders, but
but where are they?
we just have scourged. So it's a really weird thing of like, did the Raiders just leave West Virginia alone? Like
Are they just like, you know what? It's West Virginia. I don't think we need
the
here.
one state that had no Raiders at all, but
Was West
it had
Virginia.
like scourged and Mothman, like it had creatures, like that's why the Raiders didn't go there.
The one thing I don't understand is what is the whole like lore Scorched? And I'm so confused
I
with
the Lord,
I
it just maybe it doesn't matter. Like it just doesn't matter in this game. So
I
like,
I don't think the lore matters. Nothing. I understand how there would be maybe a few government supply drops left
yeah,
25 years after. Like, that's a bit plausible, but how the hell did the Scorched end up? Why aren't there raiders in West Virginia?
I just
Nothing in the lore makes
I
sense.
just think it's
And
weird that like the supply drops keep on coming in and out, in and out. So like I don't know if that's a part of like the grander scheme of the story or like or what. You know,
But
I
is
don't
it?
look too much into the lore of it because like it's not anything crazy, and it's just not entertaining listening to 10 million holotapes. Like I have, if the holotapes weighed like Amo does, I'd probably be like carrying 600 like weight of
Yeah.
holotapes. Like that's just how many like I have between stuff. So it's
I'd much rather listen to the Appalachia radio than the
Appalachia,
holotape. Yeah. However
Appalachia,
it's pronounced.
yeah. Um,
I think that the most plausible theory is that they're just like, okay, so we made this vault like so long ago and we don't want West Virginia to have any people in it, so just go in there. You know, the bombs aren't gonna drop for another couple hundred years, but just sit in there.
yeah.
All makes sense. All makes sense. But because why is there a robot mayor? And he even has a terminal. How does that work?
I I don't know. I don't know. It's
I
but the
dedicate.
area is like surrounded by super mutants and like Grafton monsters and iBots. So like
It's so confusing. And I'm a huge lore nerd when it comes to Fallout games. So that it's gonna bug me for so long.
I think I just don't look to like I don't care too much about people breaking lore when it comes to like Fallout or Star Wars because I know it's gonna happen eventually because people just write over it and like fix stuff and improve it a little bit. But like I don't know, it's really weird.
I, but I think when it comes to my Fallout 76, I was really hoping to get like a more in-depth lore of it, like where it's not just so confusing because it's like I'm genuinely curious. What the hell happened 25 years after the bombs fell? Like I don't want to know what Joe Schmo robot is doing and why there's a bunch of Scorched attacking an airport every so long and
Just because they're respawning, yeah.
yeah.
What's been your favorite quest so far?
Oh, my favorite quest? Um, fuck, I forgot most of the quests I did. I mostly just let Orion do them as I screwed around. Uh, cause fuck actually doing the work. I would say the like not it's not a quest, but that the one Civil War reenactment thing we did today,
That didn't
that was
work?
actually pretty fun. That didn't work.
That didn't work,
It
yeah.
didn't work. It was glitched, but it was pretty fun. That was really fun.
The boys and I, we're really big fans. Wait, sorry. The boys and I,
The
cough.
boy.
The boys. Goof.
What?
Goof.
What?
Oh, hello. We have a visitor with us today. How you doing?
How you doing there?
I'm good. Is the cameras? Are you recording cameras or
No,
no?
no.
No, make sure.
So the booze and the booze,
The booze.
The
the
booze.
booze, the
The
boys, the boobs, and the boys and I,
So,
we
what
really
were we
like the military quest, where we all dressed up as a bunch of
Yeah, I
military
wasn't there for
men.
that.
We did basic training. We did the patriotism course, the like agility course, the hands-on firing exercises, and like that was really fun. And it was like a testament of the fact that it was one side quest. You do it, you get some armor, and like I don't think you even get anything really else besides like stim packs and like the usual stuff. And it just happens once and you're done. And you just never really have a reason to go back to that area, even though it was like you could have done an entire chain of side quests with that. And I really hope they build off of that because that was really cool. And I gotta take you guys through that because I guess didn't experience that, but
I I don't know. The questing is okay, but I haven't got any like super interesting quests.
I like the
I'm
events more than the quest.
Yeah.
The events are
The
fun,
random ones that
and
pop up.
exploring is fun. It's just exploring is. I'm probably not gonna actually like focus on anything game-wise that's like actually somewhat important till the game actually comes out. But for the beta, I've mostly just screwing around and.
We're gonna have to take that big leap of faith, and we're just gonna have to explore all the way east, and
Yeah.
like southeast, because like that's pretty much we've stick towards that left hand side of the map, and it's just like level 1s, level 5s, maybe occasional level 15 or 22s, but like our biggest thing was like a 35 Mothman who was glitched and a level 30 Grafton monster, and even then, like all of us together were steamrolling stuff left and right. I think super mutants were just hard because they just do a lot of damage, but other than that, like I think
I think we also got to work on getting our low boys up.
yeah, well that's the thing is like we always got like a new player always, like every single time we play. Like this time it was Carmen, last time it was you guys, and of course the first time it was everybody, but I think there's always going to be that, you know, discrepancy of levels and variation of like high level people.
But even so, we're always going to be willing to help them get started.
Yeah, I mean it sucks that we can only do 4 people in a squad, you know, but
Hopefully they'll add more. I hope. Or maybe when private servers roll around modding, someone might make a mod that adds 4+ to a squad, but that would be pointless if you're on a private server, because you can all just stick around and do whatever the fuck you want.
yeah, I think though with the private server it's gonna be a lot more fun because then it'll just be us, no randos. It won't be, you know, put down a base and then that's it. I think you'll actually want to like set down home and like live somewheres, you know. Whereas, like you know, in Fallout 4, you always have that one base where you're like, all right, I'm gonna stay directly here at either like Sanctuary, Red Rocket, the areas near Boston. Like you always have that one place you want to settle down and be your home base, but you never have that here because you're always just picking up the camp, going to the next place to put it down. So
See, like, when the private servers roll around or whatever, I want to set up a nice little home, and I just want to force Goof to move in with me.
and you can't put like some places you can't put down the camp, which is annoying. Like you would expect to put it down at some places and you can't, and then some places it's like this makes no sense to put it down here. There's no terrain, like there's nothing of like
It's like, oh
you
hey,
can put
you
stuff
can put your camp down here,
on the
but just
side of
know
a
it's
hill.
on the side of a cliff.
Yeah, and like you can't put anything else down but the camp, and the camp costs money to, like that's the thing, you can't pick up the camp. I don't even know. Is this like a little? This is the worst invention ever in the history. Think about this. You have a camp that you got for free, that you have to
Yeah.
put like money into like a little coin box, but your character is so dumb he can't take the money out of the coin box. He keeps on putting it in, so he's just basically carrying around a piggy bank the entire time. You know, like this,
It's the camp system is so confusing.
and then like you have an infinite amount of camps you can just magically teleport and get everything destroyed that you put down, but then you gotta like put money into your, I don't even know, the freaking Pit Boy, so like it just comes back automatically and
It just kind of shoots out. It's like,
that's the other thing, like fast travel. I can fast travel to my camp for free. I can fast travel to my friends and players and squads for free, but I can't fast travel to areas for free. And like the farther away it is, the more ridiculous the caps are. So it's like, oh, this one area might be like, you know, 2 caps, and this next area is like 50 caps. I'm like,
but I
big
actually
difference.
kind of like that.
Yeah.
I actually kind of like that because you could have a friend there, which means you could fast travel free. Plus, it really encourages exploring.
You want
And
that
I
one
like
friend. You want that one friend to just be spending all the money on caps to get another place to teleport to. I wish there was more vendors. At least from what I've seen now, I've only ran into the one random one and like 2.
Yeah.
Like there was the one in Grafton, but he wasn't even like they're not labeled on the map. I wish they were, because you kind of just find the one in Flatwoods or whatever, and then at the church, and then you kind of just find the one in Grafton, and other than that, like I haven't seen or found any other ones. Like I know there's
Okay.
a
Speaking
couple
of
others.
Grafton,
Yeah.
let's talk about the Grafton monster. That was really cool.
That was cool. A much better boss fight than our Mothman boss fight, where he just stood still and shot
We
at
just
him.
glitched out.
You know, he was just
He
looking
didn't
at
do
Carmen.
anything.
Well, Carmen's like, he's just standing there, looking at me, menacingly, and I'm like, and then Goof runs around like right behind him, and I'm like, oh shoot, we gotta engage. Goofy's gonna kill you, and just next thing we know, lay into him, and he's like, he's not fighting
literally,
back.
I fast traveled, and they're like, Bolt. They're like, Goof, watch out. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's not. And I turn around, he was literally like sniffing
Yeah.
my asshole. I was like, oh shit.
He just looked at people though.
Mothman saw lamp.
That's what I'm.
He sees Goof and he sees Carmen.
He's like, it's a lamp.
Lamp.
Yep. That's weird though. Like, he was looking at us. He was turned around, but he just wasn't fighting.
I kind of wish they would make, because Mothman never really showed himself that much in the lore, in like folklore.
He was
so
really
I feel like
randomly there too. Like,
yeah, so I would hope that Mothman, instead of him like being in the middle, I hope he jumps you. Like, I hope he'll be walking through the wasteland, and all of a sudden he'll swoop down and get you, and then go on the ground and fight you. Like, I think that'd be cool. I feel like scared the shit out of you.
yeah, I know. Like, the Scourged Beast is the only big boss that we kind of ran into where
We were terrified of it.
well, he was just overhead, and like we had to shoot at him, and then like he may land or he may just fly off, which was annoying. So like he was the only one that was a bit challenging. But the Grafton monster, like as soon as we cleared out the super mutants, it was just him, and like it was easy to take him out. And like he hates buildings, so we just go inside a building and snipe him. So, and I don't know. We haven't really seen the true power of the Mothman. I know there's other bosses out there. I don't know if these are just like predefined areas or like they randomly go in places. I'd imagine the Grafton monster is like only in that one area. Same with like Mothman. He's only in that certain section of the map, you know. But Scourged area, he seemed to be kind of a little bit everywhere. So, I don't know. What was your favorite quest so far, Goof? Of this game?
I liked the quest, Bureau of Tourism.
What's your favorite holotape?
So I like the yeah, because it's all fucking holotapes. But I like the quest Bureau of Tourism, where basically there's the Grafton. The mayor was a robot he created, but after the bombs fell, no one managed him, so he continued to think that there was a town that watch over him.
Yeah, it's just super mutants.
And so he was
around.
like, "We need to make for tourist season. It's coming in." I think that was a cool addition. How they,
Yeah. You got a lot of cool stuff out of it too. So I just feel like you get a quest that's really fun, and you get a character that's really fun, but you only do one quest with them, you know?
Yeah.
That's the problem. Like, it's just a one and done with the interesting
like
quest.
really weird, except for the overseer.
Yeah, the overseer's just been a continuous like what's gonna happen next type of deal. You know, it's not been anything
I'm
else.
looking at the creature leaders fall, and there's literally just something called a rad toad, and that sounds.
Yeah, there are a lot of new shit. There's
yeah, so there's a lot of stuff we haven't ran into.
There's ticks. There's freaking ticks.
Have you ran
Yeah,
into
I think
them?
that's really cool.
So, I think Goof. Oh, you weren't there. No. So, when I ended off the beta, what was it? The second night. What happened was we were on the top of the world, and there was like ticks coming after us and mole people, which was really cool. They were like mole miners and whatnot, and like we faced a big level 30 sentry bot boss, which was really cool. But other than that, like there's a lot of crazy stuff. Like Orion, Osiris, Goof, and I, we had the like anglers.
Yeah, anglers are really cool.
They were really hard and really cool. Like just crazy, leaped at you. They had asbestos and like glue or something, I think, or tape.
Yeah, they had duct tape on them.
Yeah, just a bunch of adhesive. But I know those were some of the cool ones. I hated the snaggletooth, whatever they're called.
Oh, the snaglasters or whatever they're called.
Yeah,
yeah, those are really fucking difficult. And I don't even know what they're supposed to fucking be. Like.
Okay, but what's the Flatwoods monster? It's so cool.
I honestly would have preferred this game with Raiders instead of Scourge, though.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that would have...
The Scourge are so chill.
They're
Like,
what?
They're really easy to kill.
Yeah,
the
like
Scorched are really easy to kill. Do you guys like remember like the Raider bosses stuff? I miss those.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look this up real quick. Fallout 76 creatures. See if we can see some ones that we've ran into. So there's feral ghouls, nothing crazy it looks like. Mole miners.
I could list off everything I've run into so far. I've run
So
into some feral.
yeah.
Okay, so that's funny. Fallout 76 creatures. There's just a human. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's just
yeah,
this.
there's human players, but
Oh,
there's no human NPCs.
here's what the thing that confuses me. Do you remember when we went to the Morgantown airport and we did the quest for the lady, and then like there was her dead body or Chavez or
Yeah.
whoever? What in the
Yeah.
world is the point of having her? And she looks like she just died. You know, like.
Yeah.
Or whoever that person was, I can't remember.
What
Miguel
the
or
hell is the
someone
point
maybe.
of having dead bodies of NPCs?
Like, I don't know, it's weird.
If
Super mutant behemoths are a thing apparently, because I'm looking on the list of like creatures.
those
Yeah, but
Super mutants are
didn't
really
know
easy
if
to
they
kill
were
if
in
you have a hunting
return.
rifle.
Huh?
Super mutants are really easy to kill if you have
disease,
a hunting rifle.
Yeah.
There's the mega. There's
Beavers, Brahmins. I haven't seen a black cat yet. I've seen the fox. I've not seen a sloth. I really want to see a sloth.
I
Really
do
want to see
too.
one. Mongrels, I've seen that. I've seen the mole rats, seen the hounds, seen the possum, the rabbits.
there's chicken.
Haven't seen the
There's
rad
just
rat.
chicken.
Yeah, I killed a chicken. It was just randomly there. I've not seen the Yao Guai, which is pretty cool.
I've seen ticks.
Um,
I've seen the tick.
I've not seen a squirrel, but I've seen wolves, scourge beasts, and ragstags.
There's a cave cricket.
What's a gulper? I feel like I know what that is.
Far Harbor. If you played that, it's from that.
Yeah, now it's showing out, yeah.
Yeah.
It was interesting to see like the honey beast and like bees. I wasn't expecting those, but those were interesting. The cryptid monsters, which are like the little bosses. You have the flatwood monster, the grafton monster, the mothman, the snallygasters, and the wendigo.
I really, really love the Flatwoods monsters. They look really cool, and I don't know. A lot of people look like, oh man, freaking
The alien looking
Mothman.
dudes.
What?
The alien looking dude.
Yeah, the one that's like, Flatwoods monster.
Yeah, it really, really interesting looking one. I have not seen that at all. I've seen a couple people who've ran into it. It seems weird that he'd be at Flatwoods. Maybe he's a lower level boss or something.
I know. If you look at one of Juicehead's videos, he ran into one and he covered everything. About like the Flatwoods monster, and he tried to attack it, but it just like wouldn't attack him.
Have you guys got any interesting mutations? I know Ben probably did.
Mutation? I got a mutation called Scaly Skin,
Yeah.
which is actually really cool. So basically, I have a penalty of minus 50 AP, but I get a plus 50. I think no, it was like a plus 50 damage resistance and plus 50 like fire resistance.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really cool.
I haven't encountered any fun mutations yet.
The one that I got was the unstable isotope, which was just a chance to irradiate enemies, which it's nothing crazy, but it was
I think
positive.
the one cool mutation.
Bless ya.
I know there's like one mutation where like if you're in a group, you get like +2 to all of your stats. Without a group, you get like -2 to all of your stats, and I think that because it's like, oh hey, if you get this and you're
it was a herd mentality.
Yeah.
There's one that does nothing, shell shock. I don't know what that is. It just, I don't know. See if there's anything else
be right back.
interesting. Crafting. Goof, what was the screw you said that wasn't the same as the others?
Loose screws.
Loose screws. Let me look them
Yeah.
up.
They didn't. You really couldn't use them. I couldn't use them at least.
Huh. Screws. It just says where to find them. The rarest crafting component is the ballistic fibers and stuff like that, yeah. It says screws are uncommon. Steel, of course, is common everywhere, but
Says what?
it says screws are uncommon. They're not rare, but they're uncommon.
Yeah, they're uncommon.
Just tons of steel everywhere. Like,
Hello.
Shallow. You guys got any like interesting weapons? Or I haven't got any interesting armor. That's the other thing. They said that armor would be able to go on top of your
Doesn't.
your clothing. It actually goes under. Now
But
in Fallout, huh?
So it actually does go over. It just only works with certain pieces of clothing because, like, a lot of people complained about how, like, Fallout 4, they could only have, like, certain over certain things.
Yeah.
And, you know, they wanted to look cool, but while also still, like, having, you know, damage resistance and everything. And, like, I know with, like, certain, like, it's, like, lightweight clothes, like the Vault suit and all that, you can have the armor over it. But, like, with other, like, items of clothing, you know, like dresses or greaser jackets or, you know, postman uniforms or whatever.
Yeah.
It actually goes, like, under, so you can still be stylish and cool while also being protected. That sounds like an ad for a sex commercial that sells condoms. Why did I call it?
I have no idea. I think if you ever played the Fallout 4 modded, there was like an armor smith mod that did it perfectly.
Yeah,
they
did
killed
not like
it.
that mod.
Why? That makes no sense. Like,
It was too complicated for me.
I wish they did it like that in Fallout 76, but then it also had the option of like just show your like cool outfit or show your outfit with the armor. Like it was like a little tick box, because I know some games do that where it's like, this is the armor you have and it gives you bonuses, but this is your like your outfit, and it makes you look cool, and you can turn the armor, you know, on top of it on or off. I wish they did that. But yeah, I haven't really seen any crazy armor that's like special. Of course, all the power armor stuff we won't be talking about till like forever because how high level it is, which sucks. Then there's, what is it? Like base outfits and uniforms are really cool. It brings a lot of variety to the game. I think that's where we'll go crazy with RP and stuff like that for private servers. Any fun weapons you guys have found? I'm looking through the weapon list of stuff people have found. I haven't seen anything too crazy. Mostly
My
old
favorite
Fallout
gun
stuff.
that all of us have really just ran into was the revolver. I love it.
Was what?
What?
The revolver. Like the
Yeah,
22
it went from being like a hard thing to find to like we killed a bunch of people in Grafton, and there was like all of us had like 4. But of course,
Yeah.
most of them are like, I think, level 20 and 30, so I couldn't even use
The
it.
melee weapons are so cool in the game. Like,
Yeah, that's
when
something the
Ryan
game
and
goes
I were
crazy
running
about.
around,
Yeah.
we found a ski. We found like a ski sword, and he found like a guitar that you can just smash people over the head with.
Yeah.
I love the melee weapons.
They went like
All out.
above and beyond the Call of Duty when it comes to melee weapons. Like, they're just crazy. The stuff they came up with the melee weapons were really good. I like the throwing, actually. I was worried. Most games don't do throwables right at all, and they actually did it really good with like the tomahawks.
The throwing knives and the tomahawks are like actually I like.
That
I've been able to
tomahawk
throw
is...
throwing. You have to hit left alt to throw, right?
Huh?
What do you have to hit to throw again? Left alt.
I use a controller button.
Same.
Okay, well, throwing doesn't work for me. So.
It's whatever you do for grenades.
Yeah, it doesn't work for me.
Hold it.
It doesn't work for me.
I don't know. There's like a little ping for it also, but it's really cool. I wish there was more throwables besides like throwing knives and tomahawks. I don't know what else they could do, but those are already like
I think the thing when it comes
pretty
to
cool,
melee
pretty
weapons
powerful.
is it makes sense because there was like a huge lack of melee weapons and like just a lot of Fallout games, and I think that the way Fallout 76 did the melee weapon, it was amazing because it just makes sense. Like, oh man, I get a ski sword? Yeah, that makes sense because someone could literally turn just a pair of skis into a weapon.
Yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom, you got a weapon.
Bada bing, bada boom. Your
Oh,
foot's on a
that's what I was.
sword.
Okay, I was gonna do something. I forgot what to do.
What was it?
So, Valo. Where's the V?
Oh yeah, you were gonna.
Manage where is it? Send text.
No shade.
Just
read text and see voice messages. Damn.
Like no shade, but you gotta stop.
Anything you guys want to do to conclude here on the podcast, by the way? Any final remarks on Fallout 76? As we go into day 4 tomorrow, which is a long day, so...
I think, the reason that it's not 24/7, I forget who mentioned it, but they're like, oh, well, they're quickly going to try to fix it. That's bullshit, because every glitch that I've seen happen is still there, and is still as strong as when I first tried it.
Yeah.
Also, I'm pretty sure the person who mentioned that was Orion.
Yeah. Day 1 to day 2 was better. No, day 1 to day 2 was better, but day 2 to day 3, it's the same. Like, anything that you found in day 3 and day 2, like, they're still there. But day 1, there was a lot more problems when it came to graphics and water and all that. In day 2, there still was some, but it wasn't, like, as bad, and, like, the stuttering wasn't, I don't know, it wasn't as bad in Flatwoods. Maybe because we just haven't been there that much, like, the last day, but it was really bad that first day. So
I didn't get to experience the first day.
It's okay. You get rid of the first day buzz of people running towards the same place to do the little tutorial quest that you kind of have to do to learn how to survive. You know.
I should make I should make one of them like fake apology videos apologizing when I screamed at.
So Fallout 76 is fun. I think it's a lot of fun with friends.
Yeah.
Alone, it's not.
No,
it's really
it's
frustrating. Not. So basically for an hour or so I played alone.
What happened?
Because y'all would like just like walk away and I'd do my own stuff. So I managed to liberate
Wait, you walked away
mill?
And you didn't tell us?
I didn't walk away, y'all did. I don't want we're not arguing about it.
Alright, we're not having this argument.
We're not having this argument, okay?
It's not an argument, it was just a meme.
Okay. I am going to say this.
Yeah.
It's going to take a lot for everyone to get used to the thing that Fallout 76 is a multiplayer game. You're supposed to tell your friends where you're going. You're supposed to work together. And for a lot of people, that's going to take a lot to get used to.
I think it works in a sense that we can all kind of go off and do our own thing, but we're not like way far away from each other. Like if we're on the other side of the map, that's just like ridiculous. But if we're like within a quick, minute hike of one another, I think we're all good because then we can be like, yo, Grafton Boss or Mothman, let's get them, and then like boom, we're all there. Of course you can teleport and fast travel, but I think it just, if you're in the same area, makes it better than to go through a loading screen. But I don't know.
But yeah, Fallout 76 is fun. I thought it was gonna. I mean, it's a lot of fun with friends. It's
the
like
more friends you have, the better.
Huh? Yeah, the more friends you have, it is way better.
Even though it's only a 4-man squad, you can still find your way around. The 4-man squad with getting people. It's annoying when you accidentally like shoot a friend and now you're in. Like they need to have a forgive mode. It's about time. I think they need to look into that. Like, I don't know how the developers haven't played in a giant squad. Yeah, there should be like a pre-server like squad up, because then you have to server hop for that first, server to find who has the least.
Yeah, I think that was a bit stupid.
Yeah.
I had a bug. I don't know what it was. It was a glitch. I basically, what happened was some random thing happened and my screen was black, but my HUD wasn't.
Yeah.
And I disconnected to the menu and I came back, it was still black. I had to restart my entire game. I don't know if anyone else got that. I'm sure
No.
other people, like maybe one or two other people got it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, but
Report those bugs. Record them.
but it,
Yeah.
but it wasn't that, like, you know, it's like bad, but it's not like it happened every moment. Like that was once in like a what? I played it for like 12 probably. I probably played it for a good bit now, and that was the only time I had that issue. And there's a quick fix as well. I really don't like that water glitch is pissing me off.
Oh, it's crystal
Yeah.
clear. It
You can
pisses
see into
me off.
oblivion, and it hurts. It's like, oh god.
It's like it's to the point where you literally want to avoid water.
The entirety of Prisket's Fort, I think it is Prisket's Fort,
Yeah.
is glitched. The Union versus Confederate thing is glitched. The Bureau of Tourism part, like quest, that's glitched. That's glitched there. You can't do anything there. You can loot there. That's it. You can't really interact with it.
I thought that was the upper right area of the map. Like, I thought that was it as far as you could go. And then I saw, like, there's a whole nother portion past that. Like, I guess that's where Greenbrier and everything is. And I was like, wait a minute. Like, if that part right there is glitched, I don't know if it's just that one section. Like, I don't know if past that it gets worse or what. But,
I doubt it. I think,
I think that's what I want to do next session, is I want to, like, try to go all the way
I think when
east.
they meant that the world was going to be a lot bigger than Fallout 4, I think it's like, oh yeah, you discovered this. Well, there's much more.
Yeah, I could definitely see them expanding the map. You know, later down the line. I think that'll be... They don't have to. It's a pretty big map already, it feels like already. Like, I don't know.
Also, I don't feel like an asshole for saying this, but I feel like it just seems like Fallout 4, but like a multiplayer mod.
Yeah. That's
exactly what it feels like, and it's really
the
funny.
gameplay and the gunplay is so
a multiplayer
similar.
mod without that.
Yeah, and your characters, like...
It's the exact same.
Oh, one thing I don't like.
Yeah, most of the outfits are the same in characters.
The vault?
Yeah.
The vault is literally just a spawn area, and I hate that. There could be so much added to the vault, but they just decide not. They just had to get rid of it. They go, so you created your character. Leave.
Yeah. So you created your character. Go here, pick that up. Go here, pick that up. Go here, pick that up. Get here, pick that up. By the way, there might be some guy screaming in your ear because you're all...
Oh god, I had to listen to a guy. Literally, I had to listen to a guy eat his. He was literally eating beans. He's like, "Y'all, I'm gonna eat some beans." And then I think there was actually a super popular in my lobby when I made my character, because I recognized his voice. I just couldn't figure out what it was.
You can't turn off your voice until after you make your character. You can't have a friend till after you make your character. You can't join your friend till you leave the vault, and it just doesn't.
I had to listen to a guy eat beans. I had to listen to a guy literally just.
But to be fair, you don't even really have to make your character in there.
Yeah.
You could make it quickly and then go, and then change it. Like, you could just leave it as it is, and then you can change it. Because...
Use a default face, run out of there, meet your friends, and then like find a place, set up camp, and then go change your entire look. So.
Technically, you can literally just change your look whenever. So
I don't think you can change your gender, but I think you can change her just...
You can.
If I can change my gender, I have to do so many sections.
You're gonna mess with everybody.
Yeah, but, I'm gonna be like, y'all, it's me, I'm here.
That's gonna...
I remember, you're like, please, make a female character. We need we need a woman. And I'm like, but what if I make a man?
Man. Alright, everybody, it's gonna wrap it up here. Thank you, Viv, Goof, for joining me on another episode of Regulator Talk. Till next time, everyone. Keep it safe. Peace out.